Hello, my beautiful plant people. Welcome back to the channel. If we haven't met before, I am Sam, and today I am here with Will.
Hi, guys.
What is your Instagram, Will, for people that don't know you?
I think it's Chlorawill.
What do you mean think?
CHLOR. Wait.
What do you mean?
Chlorawill,
C-H-O-R.
yeah.
It's fine.
Like chlorophyll.
Leanne, we'll put it here for you.
I don't know how to spell.
This is Chlorawill. This is one of my friends and that came to the store and I fell in love with, and I just had to share him with you guys. So we are here at PCM doing a really fun video. Do you want to explain to everyone what we are doing today?
So today we're going to be on the World Wide Web of TikTok, and we're going to be reacting to some like plant hacks, some plant memes, giving our top tier advice on what we think maybe they've missed, or if they're saying something's a hack, and to be honest, there might be a better solution.
Yes, exactly. So we're just going to comment, we're going to react. I wanted this video to just be fun. I wanted to do it with Will because I am very new to TikTok. Will is not. I am loving the world of TikTok. What is your favorite thing about TikTok?
I love how it somehow knows what I'm thinking, and I'll be doom scrolling and I'll have a random thought, won't say it out loud, but 2 minutes later it'll pop up on my feed. There's just so much content on there, and it's amazing.
So much content, and some of it is pretty accurate and some of it not so accurate.
Questionable. Very
questionable. So, my Will, let us get into it and let's start seeing these plenty TikTok hacks. Woo!
I'm ready.
Let's go. Hit it! So this is the first one. 5 cool plant hacks. Let's go.
Did you know if you grab 5 matchsticks and dissolve them in some water? You can use this water to speed up the growth of your seedling. The phosphorus helps plants develop good root systems, and the sulfur magnesium makes the leaves nice and green.
Do we pause it now?
I think we pause it.
Okay, we'll pause it now. Okay, hit me, Will.
I feel like that is a lot of work.
Yes.
For something that might not even work.
Yes. So as soon as I saw the matchsticks, I was like, hold up, wait a second. What are you doing? So my brain was like, how much phosphorus does, and so maybe sulfur. I think sulfur, yes. And then I think phosphorus, how much do they actually need? Is 5 matchsticks enough?
I don't know, but for me, I'm thinking, like, is it not just easier to buy plant fertilizer?
This is true. So my brain is very skeptical. I'm like, can it actually absorb it?
Also, you're right, because it's the solid phosphorus on the mat.
Exactly.
Look, my personal recommendation, just go to your local plant store, buy fertilizer made for plants, and use that.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, that one, no bueno for us. Nope. Next. Oh, cinnamon. Oh, everyone loves this bloody banana water.
Don't throw it out. Instead, put it in a cup, add some hot water, and let it sit like that for 1 hour. What's happening right now is the water's getting nutrified. Wait, no, is that a word? No.
Interesting word, nutrify.
Okay.
Being released into the water. In simple words, these are things that plants need to flourish, grow healthier and stronger.
I don't disagree with that.
But I also think, just use a fertilizer.
I agree. Why?
Make this a habit, part of your everyday routine.
Also, you're going to have some stank banana water lying around.
Food waste ain't keeping plants happy. Banana water is magic.
Do you know what I think is better
Okay,
on
go.
that? I think people should just compost at home.
Yes.
Use a banana skin, get a little compost bin for your kitchen counter. You're going to get so much more out of that than boiling the skin in water and...
For an hour.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't be bothered with that.
Yeah, if you're wanting something like a fertilizer, just buy a fertilizer.
Just buy a fertilizer. I agree. Oh, something about plastic bottles. Let's go.
Don't throw it out. Instead, what you want to do is poke a hole in the cap.
Okay.
Put a Q-tip through it.
Oh?
Why Q-tip?
Then grab a chapstick.
I don't know. You're not meant to use them for your ears, so you're going to use them for something else.
This is what you want it to look like. Then
Oh.
Oh!
Drip system that's gonna keep watering your plants slowly.
It'll work.
I actually think that
Someone kept my pineapple alive while
that kind of works, but I also still wouldn't trust it.
Also, it's ugly.
I would not trust it if I was going away.
Me neither.
Like, maybe that could work for a couple of days, but
Also,
you're right, it's ugly.
It's like, I don't know, just get a friend to water your plants. Also, because that'll constantly drip, and I think a lot of things like to dry out in between watering. So maybe if you had like an alocasia or something
I
that likes
agree.
to be really wet all the time,
Or maybe like a fern.
or a fern, then something like that. But I think for like a monstera or an anthurium,
Yeah.
or he said a pineapple plant, I don't think that would
Different.
enjoy that.
No. But I do like the innovation, and you could
Yes.
definitely find those things in your home. So I like the thought of it.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 5 out of 10.
I would give it maybe, the looks department really bumps it down, hey.
Yeah,
If
that's-
it looked nicer, I'd probably give it like a 6 or a 7.
Yeah.
But it's a plastic bottle.
You can definitely buy nicer looking things that do the same.
Absolutely. Even like, the slow drip things that you
Yeah.
can get at Bunnings or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, they're prettier, but
So yeah, it's a hack, but not like the best one.
it's okay.
to that.
Although I will say, pause on this, that I do actually really enjoy his like editing and cuts.
He's very exciting.
It's very excitable, and I think he's a vibe. Him as an individual is a vibe.
When you chop off the bottom of lettuce, don't throw it out. Instead, place it hovering over a glass of water.
Oh, yeah.
Growth and the roots are growing. Transplant the whole thing into a pot with soil and cover it with soil almost to the top. And that's it. This thing's gonna start regrowing new lettuce leaves like this one.
I feel like this hack is like a nice idea,
Yeah.
but I feel like it would take a long time. You gotta like have the space for
True. You have to have a garden or backyard. Or...
where you could just buy a new lettuce.
This is true. So I'm torn. I actually really love the idea of this because so our new place has a veggie patch, and like instead of me and Jacob normally just like chucking stuff out, it's like, oh wait, we could grow that. If we just keep this little bit, we can grow it, blah blah blah. So it's like instead of waste, we can make our own food.
I'd be curious
do
to see
like
like
it.
how much lettuce would actually grow from that, because I know when they harvest things, they're like pretty mature and ready to be
True.
eaten. So I don't know like whether it'll still give you.
True. And how long?
Yeah.
I remember my sister like planting her like old potatoes in her veggie patch, and it literally took forever. And I was like, is it even worth it at that point?
Yeah.
Yes or no? If you're patient.
Yes.
Yeah.
And have the space for it.
Yes.
Then it's a cute hack.
Then it's a cute hack. I think I like it. I like this one. This is probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
Start regrowing.
And then it's growing a plant and it's fun.
Yeah.
Deal with fungus gnats.
Ooh, fungus gnat.
Fungus
One
gnats.
tablespoon of peroxide with
Sure.
1 cup of water.
Oh, I have thoughts on this already.
Pour it into a spray bottle. Close it. And then spray it directly on the soil of your plant and on the leaves. Do it daily until the infestation is gone.
I don't know why you'd need to do it on the leaves.
Yeah, if it's gnats. True story.
What's your true story?
So, my automatic was like, hold on, wait a second. Is that when you have hydrogen peroxide, you are literally stripping the whole soil. Like you're
Yeah.
playing with the biome. You're destroying not only the fungus gnats, but everything. If you've got a really great, rich, delicious soil and you use hydrogen peroxide, it's killing both the bad and the good.
Yeah.
So I was like, ooh. There's probably other things that you can use that will just kill the gnats.
What would you use instead?
So there's these little drops called tannin, and literally it's just 1 or 2 drops. Do it weekly until the infestation is gone. It is non-toxic. It doesn't kill bad stuff. It actually has a bit of, I think, nitrogen in it, so it gives a bit of food in it. All good things, and I would rather do that than hydrogen peroxide.
What are your thoughts on like mosquito bits?
Because
Because that's where my brain jumped right away.
Yeah. So someone actually came into the store and talked to me about mosquito bits the other day. So I've never personally used it. But apparently it's like you have these little bits and you have to put them in water and let them sit for a bit and then use it. That's what I've heard. And I was like, or I could just put drops in and just use it straight away. So I think both are effective. I
Yeah.
know that tannin is like my go-to when it comes to gnats, but mosquito bits seem to work. I hear really good things. Lots of
Yeah.
people like it. Some people just like dust it on top of the soil, which I think is easier than having to like,
Soak it in water.
yeah. But it seems harder basket for me.
Okay, so for the hack, how do we feel about it?
The hack.
Hydrogen peroxide, spraying it on your plants.
Not on the plants. I don't think that, does it do
Yeah,
anything?
because he said to spray it on. I feel like this hack for me, I don't love it. It's not my
If he said
favourite.
to me that he's got root rot, then I'd be like, A+.
Yes.
Because all of that bacteria, like all the bad stuff, we want it gone. So I'd
Kill
be
it.
like, amazing. But for gnats, there's probably other things that you can do
Yeah.
that won't kill the biome.
So we don't love this hack then.
No, not really. But out of the all 5, because I think that was all 5.
Yes.
Which one was your fave?
I
Or at least,
My least fave was the soaking the banana. No, what was the first one again?
phosphorus.
Fuck
The
yeah, that was
matchsticks.
my least favorite.
Was that your least
A match
favourite?
is a match.
Yeah.
Use it for being a match. Don't try and turn it into plant food.
Yeah.
That was my least favorite. My most favorite was, I think, the water bottle drip system.
Ah, okay.
Purely because it was like the ingenuity of it. I was like,
Yes.
kind of cool.
As a creative, we appreciate innovation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it was kind of ugly.
Yeah.
But that's what paint and felt tip markers are for.
There you go. I think that my favorite one was like using your old veggie stuff to
Grow
grow
new
your
veggies.
own. I love that. I think sustainable. I think grow your own stuff. Love that. Least favorite. What was your least favorite again?
The phosphorus one with the matches.
Well, I don't know if that would work or not.
A matches, like, if it was like how to use old matches, I'd be
Yeah.
like, okay, maybe. But he's like
Okay.
using perfectly fine matches.
True.
And turning it into, like, just buy
You
plant
could just
food.
use that
Yeah.
for other things.
Yeah.
True. Maybe that one. Okay.
Amazing. Let's go to the next hack.
Next.
Oh, same guy.
Did you know if you got a snake plant, you can chop off a leaf, then make a V-shaped cut like this, and place it in a cup of water. Before
Okay.
you know it,
Bam.
it'll grow roots.
Love that.
Gosh.
Propagation.
Yeah, this man has discovered propagation.
We love that.
Grab a leaf and make your own snake clothes.
Um,
This helps to purify the air in your home. So grow some. Did you know?
Nice.
I love the video in terms of
I
how
do.
energetic it is, but I think the hack, one,
Yeah.
snake plants are prolific, like puppers.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, they grow new shoots left, right, and center. So I think if you want more plants, just wait for that to happen.
And break it off.
Yeah. Also, when you water root snake plants, that can take ages. So this is a
forever.
very long hack. Like,
Yeah.
he did it in 30 seconds.
Patience.
In real
Doesn't
life,
happen
it's
in 30
many more
seconds.
months. And then the last thing, if you have like a very cool variegated or like
yeah, you were
unique,
saying
so like
this.
the silver snake plants
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that, Sansevieria moonlight, I think they're called. If you use this method, they will not pop out the cool variegated plants. They
Mm-hmm.
return back to just being green snake plants. So take that. If you love green snake plants, go ahead. But I think just wait for it to pop.
Why the V? Like, why can't we just like?
It was more surface area, so there's more
Yeah.
like area for root to grow. So it's not a bad idea because you end up with more roots.
But also, I guess if a plant kind of is like, bleh, and you know how snake plants, like when they're really tall, they
Yeah.
fucking just like.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why you're just like, oh, I'll just cut this.
Yeah.
and instead of putting it in the bin, maybe we'll propagate it. Blah.
Look, if that's what you're doing, then I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But if you've got a perfectly healthy looking snake plant and you want more of them,
Pup.
just wait for them to grow.
I actually
Yeah.
like them more bushy anyway.
Yeah, me too.
Unless it's the whale fin. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
They're cute just by itself.
Yeah.
So, rating? Thoughts?
Like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd say a 6 out of 10 too.
Like, it's fine. I wouldn't call it a hack because it's just propagation.
This
and I
is
don't
true.
think propagation's necessarily a hack.
That's very true.
Yeah.
But for some people, they might not know.
True. So if
But-
you don't know,
Now you
do.
know. That was so good. Next. Oh,
Do you know the top 3 things you should do when you bring home a new plant?
Do
Take
we?
these steps if you
Do
want
we?
to keep all of your plants healthy. Number 1,
Okay.
if you didn't already, check the leaves and soil for disease and pests. If you
Correct.
see any,
That's so
take action
true.
Immediately. Number 2, hold off on repotting for at least least a month to give the plant time to acclimate to its new
Also
I
very.
I
like
go
this.
controversial.
can photosynthesize properly. And
Yeah,
maintain
wipe
its
down the
life
leaves.
Love
yeah.
that.
Here's one Monster Farm tip that'll save you a ton of money, plants, and stress. Isolate the plant from the rest of your plants. No matter how good you think you inspected and cleaned your plant, and I know you did, there's always a chance
I
you
think
missed
this is a good
pest
call.
somewhere
This
in
is
its
great.
life cycle. I know
Yeah.
it can be a hassle, but you'll do the right thing.
Yep.
Fab. Fab.
Okay, what are our thoughts?
I love this. I think that so the first, I think it was like the first, second, and fourth thing, I was like, oh, nailed it, or even
Amazing.
fifth. But there was one, and this has changed my mind
The
over the
hold on
years.
repotting.
Yes.
Yeah.
You go first. You go first.
See, I personally think yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd wait like a month
Months long.
because I think that's what you said in the video, but I would give it some time just to see how the plant kind of like settles in. But also it depends what the soil is, right?
Yep.
Like if you've gone to Bunnings and it's in that peat,
Straight away. Out.
cocoa, whatever that
Hydrophobic
stuff is,
yeah.
like
out.
then I'm gonna go. But if I've bought from like let's say a seller in like Melbourne, because I'm in Melbourne, or even if they're from like Queensland, I'm probably gonna like let it sit for a bit just to see kind of what happens before
Yeah.
trying to touch it.
Yeah, right. So I think you're right. I think that if the plant has like not great media, I would change that straight away regardless. But for me, this has been a very controversial thing because I have lots of people come in and they always are like, Sam, do I repot it straight away? Do I wait? Blah, 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 blah. Old Sam would say like, yes, like take it home, wait for it to acclimatize, and then you can like change it. So two factors is that if you take it home and it is a healthy plant and you change it to new soil that is like suitable for it, like perfectly fine. If it is a unhealthy plant, like let's say you buy it from someone and you're like, oh, it's not looking too good. If you change it, you're stressing out the plant even more and it can die, right? Like the change of its environment and the change of its soil, it would just be like, what is going on, right? But if it is a healthy plant, I actually recommend if you're going to change the soil, to change it earlier, because then, put it this way, if you take a plant home first and it's already stressing because it's like, oh, the environment's a bit weird, and then you change its soil, it has one incident or one event of stress. And then it will come and recuperate again.
That makes sense.
If you take it home and it's a healthy plant and it's like, oh, we're getting a bit stressed because the environment's not really the same as what it was, and then it's good again, and then another stress where you change it. It's like one of the things where it's like, do I just do it now so that it gets it over and done with, or do I lessen, I guess, the intensity of the stress? Does that make sense?
I think it depends on the specific plant.
Yeah,
Because some plants can
that's
handle
true too.
stress a lot more. Another thing that I did think of is even if the plant is looking healthy, like to check the roots.
Oh, that's
So
so
if it's
true.
not in like a clear
True,
pot
true,
and
true.
you can't see the roots, because the amount of times that I have bought a plant that like visually looks very healthy, and then you take it out of the pot, check the soil, and there is so much root rot.
Yeah, very true.
Especially like, let's say you bought it online, you can instantly take a photo of that, send it back to the seller and go, hey, look, like it's got root rot. And then that's a conversation with you and the seller to be like,
Totally.
do you send it back or do you feel comfortable trying to rehab it at yours? And then,
true.
so I don't know.
Also depends on the plant. I think you're right. Even with like rocks, like I've got a seller who is like, do not remove it from the soil for a couple of weeks because they know that they
stress.
They stress. They get very, very stressed. So I guess it depends on the plant. Depends on the health of the plant, what they want, if they don't mind the stress, things like that.
Yeah, my rock when I bought that, because I got it from Queensland, it was, the photo of it was like 10 leaves. It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Shipped it to my house, still had 10 leaves. A week later, it had 1 leaf.
In 1 week? Oh my God.
Everything, it just yellowed, and it was so heartbreaking. But it's now back, and it's looking lush, so
there you go.
it was for the best.
Sometimes it has to go backwards before it can go forward, right?
Yes.
Yes. I do like these, but what was it? So let's go through again. So the first one was like, oh, it's only 3.
It was essentially check your plants for bugs.
Big yes.
Don't repot right away, but we
discussed that.
That's, situational. And then, like, quarantine them.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do the first one first. What was the first one?
That was check for bugs.
Absolutely. I definitely think that if you get a plant, whether it's from a store, whether it's in the mail, definitely check it. The thing is, if it does have pests, it's actually not a huge thing. If you have been collecting for a while or you're well versed in plants, you know that pests are inevitable. And the only thing that you can really do is learn the skills, how to identify them, what they are, and what to use to treat them. So absolutely check. And if you do find pests, like contact the seller. Hopefully they'll be able to help you. But yeah, I think that it's a communication thing and also you doing your diligence and knowing what it is and how to treat it.
I totally agree. And I think that then goes to the quarantine kind of thing. So like, let's say you live in a small little apartment and you don't actually have space to quarantine, then you just need to be really diligent on checking that plant. But like, if you have a little bit more space and you're not actually going to be like touching the plants together, like, I think you can be a little bit more relaxed on that.
Absolutely.
And it also depends how much money you spend on your plants, how much you care about that kind of thing as well.
True. That's
like
true.
if you just have a Bunnings collection and they are
you're just
max
like,
$20, like you might not care as much. But like let's say you started collecting plants at the height of COVID, you were spending $5,000 on a cutting, you
like a
might be
car.
a little bit more precious, and then that's the kind of time when you might want to
fair.
go, okay, I'll leave you over there for a week to see what happens.
I definitely have friends that are so adamant about like new plants going to quarantine, which I think is like the best thing that you can do. But whether that's actually possible, like you said, and especially when you have like a huge collection, I think that, again, pests are just so inevitable and that you really need to know how to deal with them if you're going to have like a bigger collection. So if you've got like, and also if you have your plants indoors versus outdoors, I think that's a huge
Massive,
difference. Yeah, like the greenhouse definitely has higher turnover of like pests and different types and like different levels of pests compared to like all the plants that are indoors because they're very sparse and like in different places compared to a greenhouse where it's like all together, you know?
Do you quarantine when you get new plants?
No. Oh, for my personal collection? No. Like, I have good bugs. What do we call them?
Beneficial bugs.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Beneficial bugs are in the greenhouse. So the turnover is kind of like, woo, 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 woo.
They be eating them. Nom, nom,
Yeah.
nom.
So I'm not too scared of pests for my own personal collection, which is probably backwards. But for the store, we always do it. We always do it.
I don't quarantine purely because I know I've already got spider mite in my plants. I'm dealing with said spider mite, but I just know that this new plant coming in, I'm going to be treating it anyway.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I don't think it's like one of those things where when we first started collecting, you're like, oh my god,
A single mealybug!
Oh my gosh,
life is
my plants, my collection.
I've never had to deal with thrips, but I think that's the one that would scare me the most.
Yeah, they go fast. They go real fast. They damage your
Oh.
plant real quick.
Terrifies me.
They're really fast. So what's fast? Thrips. Scale is slow. Mealybugs is slow.
But when they move, that is disgusting. The thought is wild. They look alien.
They do.
Shall we move into the next hat?
I
Yes.
heard you can do this.
Oh, so this is like the veggie thing again.
I have some thoughts and feelings about, because this is scallions or spring onions, which I think are similar, but like, I actually don't know if they're interchangeable words.
I don't know.
Cooks out there.
I think it is.
Tell us.
I'm pretty sure you're right. I'm pretty sure it's like
But have you
synonymous.
ever tried to do this before with spring onions?
Can't say. Actually, no joke. Literally last week, I bought too many spring onions because they come in. I don't know what it is in
Bunches,
Australia.
yeah.
They come in bunches, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I literally just need like one strand for my
But I
cooking.
love spring onion.
I know,
I'm
me
like,
too. But surely you don't eat it by itself.
I might like, while I'm preparing, lol. I mean, I'm not gonna like,
I was gonna say, I was like,
no, it's
you're
like, I
a
chop
sicko.
it up and like, yeah.
I still think that's wild. I'm like, what? Without things? Okay, all right. But we literally just did this, but not like chopped it off. It was just that I literally had a huge bunch, and I was like,
in
in the
somewhere
ground.
else.
Yeah, hit
Oh,
me.
in
What
the
do you
ground.
think? Yeah, yeah.
Wait, let's finish the video.
Oh, sorry.
Because I have some.
Lower maintenance than keeping them in water. But regardless
But they
of
put
how
them
you
in
do it, I
soil.
highly recommend regrowing these. When properly cared for, they can continue to regrow for months and will always be on hand
Yeah.
when you need them. Now, I can't show you how to raise chickens to produce your own eggs, but I can show you how to grow some of your favorite veggies indoors. Hit the like button if you want to see more videos like this.
I
You
think
may
it's
have
a
already
good
heard
hack, but I think putting them in soil is a must. Because
Oh, not water?
if you put them in water and you aren't refreshing that water every day.
Yeah.
When I say it is the most foul smell I have ever. It's like on tear with rotten eggs. Like it is so bad, and it's one of those ones that if it's undisturbed,
Yeah.
you're not going to smell it. But as soon as you need to tip that water down the drain or it gets bumped, like the odors it releases is
gosh.
wild. Also,
Yeah.
for me, I don't know if this hack would work because I love the fresh white bits at the bottom. I think those are like the juiciest
best
little
parts?
yummy parts of the spring onion. So I guess if you're just using like the leafy green bit at the top,
Gotcha.
it would probably work. But the way that I like my spring onions, I don't have any
like
leftovers. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You just a spring onion. Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
Okay, 3 hacks.
Here we go.
Boiling eggs, don't
Oh,
throw
here
away
we
the
go.
water. Let it cool and give all that calcium and nutrients to your plant. Mix equal parts milk
She's
and
super
water
cute,
and
though.
apply this to
Yeah.
the leaves of your plants. This cleanses the
Oh,
leaves,
I have
prevents
thoughts about
dust,
this
and
one.
Oh.
makes them shine. And deter gnats by placing cinnamon in a bowl around your plants. Rehab
Okay.
to make your indoor plants look amazing.
I have some thoughts and
After boiling
feelings.
eggs,
Do you wanna
Okay,
go first?
yeah. So the egg one, what would be releasing? Like what, is it protein?
I think it's meant to be like calcium.
Oh, is it calcium? Right. I mean, isn't calcium supposed to be like one of the trace elements, not,
Yeah, you don't want to be putting a ton of it in there.
yeah. Okay. And then does it actually like have high enough concentration for it to work?
That's kind of my thoughts on the same thing. Just get a good fertilizer. If you're concerned about
Yeah.
calcium and your plants aren't getting enough calcium, get a plant calcium additive. Don't
Yeah.
try boiling eggs. And I mean, look,
I'm sure it could add something.
But I don't know. I would just buy a fertilizer.
Yeah, agreed. And also,
Especially
you
if I
don't
was
know the
concerned about
ratios.
calcium, yeah.
You don't know how much is needed. Like, this could be so little that it does nothing. It could just do a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't know. But I'm pretty sure, I'll have to look up. Calcium is really important for, I think, cell walls.
Yes.
I think the thought is good. Whether this actually works or not, I'm very skeptical.
Yeah, and then you're like waiting around with like egg water.
An egg
Very-
stanky.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, I just, if you're concerned, because I know people with watermelon peperomias are often concerned that their plants aren't getting enough calcium when they come up really deformed and stuff.
Oh,
But I think a lot of the time that's not because of calcium and more due to the way that they're watering and the soil that it's in. So
Gotcha.
I would give this like maybe a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm
This-
not in love.
The egg hack.
I'm not in love.
Okay,
What was the
second
name?
hack
Oh, it was the spraying.
was the milk spray.
This is where me and you are like,
to your plant. Mix equal parts
Is it milk?
water,
Yeah.
Oh,
and apply this to the leaves of your
no.
plants. This cleanses
oh no.
So I think the idea behind this is that the milk gives the plant like a nice shine.
Right.
But
But,
then you're
Big but.
spraying milk all around your house. And while that looks really great for a day,
Yeah.
we all know what rotten milk smells like.
it stinks. And then on top of that, it's like, how shiny could it possibly be? It could just be, you could just use water.
Yeah.
Like how,
Or dust your plants.
dust your, I think, did she say dust your plant?
No,
No,
she
that
said
was a different
just-
one.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, our
yeah.
bad. We skipped that one. But, true, dust your plants.
Oh, yeah, that was the first one.
You could totally do so many other things than using milk to shine your plants. This is probably the big no-no for me. This is one where I'm like, this is absolute not true. Not true, stinks. Sure, it will shine it, but it's like not really doing anything at all.
Yeah, because another way that I have seen people, and this is also do not do, is they put like a little bit of oil on their plant.
No!
Yes, it makes your plant so shiny,
Sure.
the shiniest plant, but it clogs the plant's pores.
Absolutely. So,
And I could see milk doing a very similar thing.
do you think milk would do the same thing?
I don't know. I don't know if it would do the same level as oil.
Yes.
But-
So for me, two things when it comes to oil. One, of course, it blocks the stomata of the plant, and it literally is like putting a filter over your plant so it can't absorb light as efficiently, so big no-no. Two, everyone loves neem oil, and yes, it's been used in the industry for horticulture for a really long time as a pesticide, and of course, it is proven to work to kill some of our pests that we have in our beautiful collections, but I think it's more of a negative because one, if it's an oil and it gets direct sunlight, it will burn your plants.
Can say I've done that.
Yeah, I've done that too. Actually, there's a couple things. Two, it smells. And 3, it's not actually super effective as other means.
Yeah.
Like there are systemics out there. There is so many other insecticides that will kill the plant's bugs better, faster, like actually nuclear do it. Whereas like I feel neem oil, yes, it's a natural alternative, but it would take so much longer.
Yeah.
And
well,
it's
it
just
does
not
the
good for your
same thing, so it kills the bug the same way it's harming the plant. It suffocates
Yes.
the bug while
Yeah.
it's suffocating the plant.
Yeah.
So I know for some countries like New Zealand, very strict regulations on systemics.
Gotcha.
Where here in Australia, we're very lucky. There's some really good options around here. So for like somewhere like New Zealand, look, it might be the best option because we don't really have a whole lot of like other stuff. But if you're in a country like, or somewhere like the EU, UK, US, Australia, where we have like the better
Access.
options,
Yeah, yeah.
just go with those.
Yeah.
Also, they're not expensive either.
Yeah, absolutely.
You might have a plant friend who bought a massive bottle and actually isn't going to use it all and is happy to.
Yeah,
let you
especially if it's a
borrow it.
concentrate.
Yep.
Like, just give me some and it'll take care of majority of your plants.
Don't spray milk on your
No
plants.
milk!
Is the message.
Please, if you can take one thing away, no milk. It will stink.
And then the last one was cinnamon rolls to get rid of fungus gnats.
No. What is that going to accomplish?
I don't know. Your house might smell nice, but I don't know what it'll do for
I love
fungus
cinnamon.
gnats
I love cinnamon.
or mosquitoes. Like I don't know what she's
This
trying to achieve on that.
this is really the one where I'm like, that will not work.
Yeah, I fully agree.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might come from probably like somewhere in the world they might burn cinnamon to like deter things, but that's probably more to do with the smoke
Rather than the
fact
actual
that it's cinnamon.
cinnamon. We see eye to eye,
So-
my will. No.
I mean, look, it could be cute. You could have a little cinnamon around the house. You could put some like little
To
cinnamon.
be fair, it looked really cute.
Yeah, it
like the
looks
way
really
that she
cute.
placed it, and it was just like,
Yeah, little fire logs of cinnamon, but
Cute.
it's not going to do anything. for
no,
your
it will
plants.
not. I promise you.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna know.
This isn't really a hack, but this is
Nobody's
so
gonna know.
funny.
How would they know?
He's actually done a pretty
Yeah,
good
that
job.
looks so good.
It totally doesn't look like the real thing, but I love the artistic spin.
But it looks like its own thing, you know? Like it's
kinda
that-
cute.
You know, with all the crazy names that people give like variegated plants,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there's
yeah.
like it'll still just be a variegated monstera, but they're like it's a ocean Poseidon something. I'm like, you know, that's the variegated monstera Picasso.
Yeah, or Milky
Yeah.
Way.
Ooh,
I love that
yeah.
one. That is so funny. I think, of course, they're taking the piss, but I think artistry, I love that. That
10
was
out of
really
10.
fun. That was really
Clever.
good. Does it look like anything that we have?
Does
Similar?
it look like this?
No. I think it's cute, Matt.
Or was that the last one?
Oh, is that the
our
last one? No, we got more, no? Oh, that was
that
the
is
last
the last
one.
one.
No, surely we can find more, Will.
Look, we have been going for half an hour.
Have we actually?
Yeah, look, it says 35 minutes.
Oh, sadness. Okay, all right.
we-
That pretty much wraps us up for our TikTok plant hacks. We would love to hear what you guys think. If you genuinely have some plant hacks, we would love to see
Yeah.
them. Send them to us, or whether it's on Instagram, TikTok. I am loving this new world of TikTok. So I am currently on TikTok as Plant Collector Melbourne still. Will, is yours the same?
I think it's still Chloral.
Oh,
yeah.
fabulous. So follow us. Make sure to follow Will on his Instagram or TikTok. My plan for TikTok is that it's not necessarily going to be planty content. It's going to be very much like Sam content. So if you want to know more about me and my vibe and what I get up to outside of PCM, you can find me and doing content on TikTok. But thank you so much to our beautiful Will for
Thank you
coming
for having
today.
me.
Pleasure. If you guys would love another video on more TikTok hacks and our reactions, because let's be honest, I love your face and reactions to almost everything in this world, but especially the TikToks. So make sure to like this video. Let's chat in the comments down below, and we will see you guys in our next video. Bye. Blow him a kiss. Blow him a kiss. Mwah!